Hi, I'm Sarah Cowgill. Joining me today are Graham Noble, Dave Patterson, Michelle White, and Andrew Moran. And this is the Conservative 5, Liberty Nation's online TV news program. It's that moment you've all been waiting for. C5 presents a segment we all call Just for Fun. Oh, let's talk about Christmas movies and see if we have the full panel by the end of this segment. Round the horn, starting with Graham. Favorite and worst Christmas movie, in your opinion, Graham?
Well, I think I've pointed out before on C5 that I don't generally celebrate pretty much any holidays.
You mean you're not hooked on the Lifetime right now, just binging?
No, not really. No, I don't do the. I've cancelled my subscription to the Hallmark Channel and everything, and Christmas movies. I don't recall watching more than maybe a couple of Christmas movies in my entire life, to be honest. I will say that one that I did definitely watch many, many years ago was A Christmas Carol, of course, the adaptation of the Charles Dickens movie. For my money, that may be, well, I can't really say that's the best Christmas movie of all time because I haven't seen all of the other ones. But I still think that in terms of the story and the whole thing about that movie, I reckon probably it's got to be a contender for one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time. As for the worst, I'm going to say one of the only other Christmas movies I've ever watched is Elf, with Will Ferrell, and he can be a really funny guy sometimes.
He's so obnoxious. Who likes him? I don't like him.
And then other times he is just so, and I was going to use that very word, Sarah, he is so obnoxious sometimes, and he was in that particular movie. So best Christmas movie of all time, A Christmas Carol. Worst, Elf.
Ooh, yeah. Dave?
Well, the opinions of a total movie-holic here. The best Christmas movie, I think, was the 1938 version of A Christmas Carol. So I agree, A Christmas Carol is great with, I'm in agreement with Graham, but this one starred Reginald Owen as Scrooge and Gene.
It was scary, wasn't it? It was really scary.
And Gene Lockhart as Bob Cratchit and Kathleen Lockhart, his wife, as Mrs. Cratchit. I consider that to be one of my favorites and hits the top of the list.
And actually, Dave, I'll just chime in that when I was saying A Christmas Carol, the version I watched many years ago when I was a kid, and okay, that movie was a little before my time, but that is actually the version of the movie I'm talking about. So
we're in total agreement then.
Absolutely.
Let's look at the worst Christmas movie, and oh my goodness, there are such a number of.
There's a lot of them.
But my favorite worst is the 1964 Christmas sci-fi movie called Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Oh
my gosh. It had all these cardboard sets and hideous acting.
Miss Michelle, what's your favorite?
I have several. I love It's a Wonderful Life. It's a great family movie, and I never get tired of seeing it. I agree with the other panelists that I do love A Christmas Carol. I love White Christmas, Christmas with the Cranks, and the Santa Claus, because Tim Allen is just the funniest guy. I love watching anything with Tim Allen. I don't have a worst, though. I don't think I sat down and watched a movie I wouldn't have watched Elf that I didn't like for Christmas, but I'm usually geared toward family, feel-good movies, or anything with Tim Allen.
All right.
You just reminded me of one movie that I didn't even consider, actually, and that is a movie called Fat Man with Mel Gibson.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That movie, that was a great movie.
I like Bad Santa. I liked Bad Santa with Billy Bob. No, okay. Well, I'm going to go because I'm still punishing Andrew. I love National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation because to me, it shows you what most families go through. And it's kind of real, except for it's kind of stupid. But, you're dealing with trying to make the perfect, Christmas celebration. And it's not going to be. Your mom's going to be mad. She's going to push you out of the kitchen. And then she's going to wonder why she doesn't have help with the dishes. You got stuff like that going on. And I love the fact that is what the movie's all about. My ultimate hate it. Yeah, it's going to be Elf and anything on Lifetime. But, the other thing is, yes, Virginia, Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I love Die Hard.
Oh.
I will watch Die Hard twice this year, just because it's good. It's good.
Ho, ho, ho.
Santa.
I will say I don't like when people try to be like me in these movies. Nobody can do it except for that handsome brute named Dave Patterson, or perhaps John Barrymore. Ooh la la. But I will say I will be a good sport. I will say because there was no Santa Claus in the movie, I'd pick It's a Wonderful Life with James Stewart and the lovely Donna Reed. But don't tell Mrs. Claus what I think of Donna Reed between 3 and 5. But the worst will have to be one of Dave's favorite movies, A Christmas in Connecticut. I was watching C5 the other day, and I agree with that genius Andrew Moran, who said Barbara Stanwyck can't do comedies. So I'm going to have to say that's one of the worst Christmas movies in the history of cinema.
There's a movie out that Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell did, and it's called Christmas Chronicles. And it is funny and cute, and it's good. It's really good. I thought it'd be stupid, but I watched it, and it was really good. It just doesn't have, the length of time needed to be a classic. So anyway, if you're watching Christmas Chronicle, you'll like it.
Santa Claus?
Live and in person. One night only.
I have a recommendation as well. Just watched The Man Who Invented Christmas. If you like period pieces, that's really good. It gives you an insight into Charles Dickens. And then there is a period piece that kind of covers the gamut, and that's Dickensian. And it's a series. It's great. It is really great.
What, are you on drugs, Dave? I'm
No.
just asking.
Yeah, I'm just saying. No.
Okay. He's just saying. All right. Well, any last words, kids?
Ho, ho, ho. Happy Festivus, everybody.
Merry Christmas, Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew, who is this Andrew? Oh, he's an economics guy, right? He's a smart man.
He is a smart guy. He's a weirdo, but he's smart. And he's a little bit perverted sometimes, but he's still smart.
He's smart.
They should keep him off of social media then. I hear Australia's banning that stuff.
Yeah, Australia's already banned Andrew Moran.
Okay. I'm catching up on the news from reading Liberty Nation.
Why aren't you always on the, catching up with the news? Anyway. All right, guys, we got to get out of
on
here.
Liberty Nation.
That one better than anticipated, because I figured there's going to be fisticuffs on some of these movies, and some of them are so stupid. Yeah, we're going to agree with you. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Maybe see you next year in the Funny Bone Zone. That's it for our Conservative 5 panel today. A special thank you to Lisa K. Donner, Scott Cosenza, and Michelle White for picking up where I left off on C5. Check out our other C5 shows and segments on your favorite video platform, YouTube, Vimeo, Rumble. We're on them all as well. Liberty Nation News has its own Roku channel where you can see all of our TV productions. Stop by to see our new aggregate polling operation, The Public Square. I'm your host, Sarah Cowgill. Thanks for joining us today, and get your fix of free thinking and free speech at libertynation.com.